What's going on up here then? Hello, hello. He's remembering someone. What the fuck's Madara on a rooftop? Scheming out of the birds. I have strangely big hands. We're gonna have bird problems. Leave your silly man off me rooftops now. Bird on a roof. Bird on a roof. Please explain to me why you faked your death. You doing subversive bird ploys? Tell me why now. You have a lot of hair. Is there, like, significance to be drawn from that? Is it symbolic of something? Seems like an inconvenience for someone in your line of work, to be honest. I'm, like, 12 foot tall. Well, I did. Oh no. No, you don't. Fuck. We tried to disobey the code earlier and couldn't, thus lending this additional weight through mechanical thingamies. We can basically choose to end the game prematurely and get the bad ending here. Of course I won't. I want me friend. Cut your bones off. Do not attack the boy. I'll fight a bird about this, yeah. Well, I've poisoned him with my disobedience. Shut up. Shut up, prick wings. The only child I will kidnap today is out of your lungs. I know your organs are children. It's a metaphor. You're not going to fling a knife at me or something, or like anything? Come on. You're going to throw the door at me? It's focusing on the shadow. I thought there was a steam gauge on that, on the hilt. I thought there was a steam gauge on your hilt, so I turned back round to check. Gonna fight a bird now. You're flomped down with considerable force. I'll have all sorts of ways about this. You won't even believe me. Don't you trust? Okay, I've forgotten most of what you do in the course of this. There's an explosion. That seals away all my fucks. Oh! No, no splonch. God, fucking... Fuck Nelson. They call me Vunstable because of all the Vunst. No. No, none of these. None of these. I can probably throw shuriken at you while you're in the air. That's like mostly what they're for. No. None of that. You really have not got the same boat that you had as a child, have you? It didn't connect. It didn't connect to Sandland. But then neither did I, so who am I to judge? I've not yet taken anything out of the sock drawer. So I don't know why you assumed I stole your socks, because I haven't done it yet. If you'd said, you are going to steal my socks in the future, I couldn't have refuted that. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. Possibly one of your socks. Stop that. How many of those do you have? Just smoky disturbances. Hmm? They don't call you anywhere to pay for the phones. Okay. That's not your job. So why are you acting like it's some sort of imposition on you that the phones get paid for? You're weird. Just having to deal with it is apparently so much of a burden on you. I don't get you. You talk down to me about responsibility and codes, and yet you won't even be responsible for codes. You could unlock a Fortnite skin with one of those. If you just learned about consequence. Accept the charge. Accept what God has told you. God doesn't talk about Fortnite often. That alone should have told you this was significant. This is entirely without precedent, and you just spat in God's face and called him an arsehole. When you see all the men, they will go there again today. I'm gonna let the death play out again, because it might save me on the recovery. Here's one of these just to do it. You'll sense more than just that when I'm done. You'll sense pairs and wrongness. I don't think the shuriken's really done much. I need to escape. Thank you for letting me escape. When we breach the wall of fun, you're never going to be done. Alright, you're going to want to go again and again. Because it's such a fun siege! It's so fun to besiege. They really sort of shot themselves in the foot with that aspect of the design. They've known nothing but war. Ugh. I want to see you. Oh God, for fuck. I sort of want... I mean, like, I'm not really in a position to, like, play multiplayer stuff online anymore. And, like, I'd want a bunch of people to do it with, but I want some sort of, like, cooperative team-based, like, siege simulator. Or I wanted it a long time ago. You just plomped! Well, I'm not falling for that. You couldn't have fallen over as an old man anymore, obviously. Fuck. You're not even gonna... Fuck. Smokey. You're not gonna comment on the fact that I didn't fall for it? You're not gonna... I suppose you don't necessarily want to make me feel good about it, do you? give my life to give you a rake. You won't know why I did it. You'll be like, there are no leaves here. Silly boy. That hit you in the neck. To no real avail. Oh, no. But yeah, I just thought a cooperative siege experience might be fun. I know there's a game called Rainbow Six that, but not that really. I mean, aside from the fact it's made by the Rape Company, it's not like there's not big old siege weapons, you know. Like I'm talking medieval type stuff with big old, like there's huge equipment that you want, like a full-scale battle type thing, not this sort of localized. There's bad man in building, stop them from doing, you know. I thought about it back when I used to play Overwatch, because there's like some aspects of some of those maps that sort of, like there's one where you're literally escorting a battering ram and whatnot. Like I want something a bit more like that. Something where there's less sneaking around, you know. And you don't just die once and then that's fuck for all. I don't want fuck for all, I want fuck for some! I only wanted some of the fuck, and you've betrayed me. Got to find my way back to you from all this now. I can sort of finagle it this way. Easiest way of consequence. And fling myself up the... Hello. Oh, I completely missed you the first time. It is me. Look up with my snoots! I'm aware of that. I've sort of already attempted to deal with the situation. Well, alright then. Fictional fuss budget. We know about all of this at this time. No, don't seal away my pudding. It's called the pudding sealant because that's what it does. No. Dick Stitcher. He stitches penises in the dark. He doesn't need his eyes. It's fine that he can't see. And as much as you insist otherwise, there'll never be a reason for me to believe you over him. He's the expert. He's the expert at stitching dicks. Have you even stitched one? In all these fucking years, you've not got those dick stitching commissions done. I've seen your docket. I've seen your Polly Pocket collection. And it speaks of your hubris. Ooh! All the individual tiny women tell me of each of your sins in turn. I want not a single thing to do with your factory. Poof. Target acquired. Salty Bean Boy. Why does he keep salting the beans? For his own amusement, presumably. No. I don't want your spherical gifts! I barely wanted the rectangle ones. And those have even more sides. A sphere is really one continuous three-dimensional side. You prick. No! The axis of impenetrable piss is now no more than a fantasy. Do you want to finish what you were saying now? Am I just going to say yes and then you die? Just a bird acknowledgement of my worth at the end of all things. Fuck you! He knows that he dies at the end of that dialogue exchange, I guess, and despite everything, he wants to save his life. We're secretly friends. We try to keep each other alive until this all blows over. I'm gonna blow a dandelion in your path, get ready! You weren't ready. Or you were ready. You were too ready, to be honest. You stopped me. When I said get ready, I meant prepare for a dandelion to be there, not stop the dandelion from arriving. What did you think was going to happen when it got in your path? Surely you're not so fragile that a dandelion will undo everything you've worked for. I thought you were made of sterner stuff. But here you are, in my pigeon factory, with a difference of opinion. Greater than any I've seen. Come on now. Mostly just countering things that you do. I need to be prepared for stopping. What's even the source of the noise? Doof. The doof machine is bigger than you, okay? So don't think you can loom over it. People want to loom over the doof machine for some reason, and I keep saying it's not really likely. There's a lot wrong with what you want from this. It's not what it's for, alright? It's for doofing. Doof. The continuous spatula. It just keeps being a spatula forever. Spatuling until the end of time, flipping all sorts. You were too far away, and that time it was your folly. No! Leave it. Oh, you didn't even fling it that time. You had no chance. You had no chance to be seen at the dinner party. You were obscured by the pudding. I don't know why I thought you'd jump at that point, but it's too late to lament now. Yep. No sooner had I become an orc than you already threatened me. Why do you threaten orcs, and why do you insist on invoicing us for it? We didn't request this service. I hesitate to call it a service. By, you know, by virtue of the fact we didn't request it. Like, how do you think you're helping us by doing this? If you can't even explain that, then I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the building. You're so insistent about it. You're so convinced that you've got it all thought out. The answer should be on the tip of your fucking tongue. Oh! Dornamo, Warnamo. You're not even gonna... What, Smokey? You're just confident that begging for mercy's not gonna trick me at this point, so you're not gonna bother poisoning me again. Oh, there's poison on the table this time. Go. The only thing I remember is that I don't remember it. No! What a confusing position to be in. And certainly the worst one I've been in since 1443, when the men went wee-hee-hee. No, you've puss. You have puss. And I don't want to alarm you, but that's bad right now. So I can't heal for the time being, unfortunately. Because he's made a type of smoke that makes my gourd unable to be lifted, or something? What's the fucking point? Do I just know in this moment that it's pointless, and so, you know, the game won't humour me with giving me the option for gourd lifting? Oh, it came back just in the nick of fuck. Don't fuck Nick, alright? He's not asked for it, really, at all. No, you can't block poison. That's why he switched it up to do that. He's being ninjas at you, doing the unexpected. Tales from beyond the grave. Don't look at me. You only need to hear. Alright? It's not lost on me that I'm a spooky boy. A spooky ghost. I don't want to be responsible for distress. I don't want to get sued. Can I make use of rice? There's always excuses to use more rice. We think it's great. We've got to use rice sooner or later. Might as well do it now. Approach me and try to fight me a bit. Oh, you thought there'd be other ways to get into the palanquin. But no, there's only the one entrance and it's beneath the sun. Can you withstand its rays? But we mostly try to keep out vampires. When Twilight came out and they all just sort of got a bit sparkly, we shat ourselves. It was like, oh no, they're going to get in the palanquin now. We're not going to be able to keep them out anymore. We gotta hope that just the popularity dies off and vampires forget they can do that. No! Vlamby Bambi! Oh, it's the vlambiest of all Bambis yet. Alright, we are no longer poisoned a bit. Now let's see whose face you own. We know you've got your own face, but who else's? What other faces have you kept from us? The knowledge of them haunts you. I'm still poisoned. My gourd didn't stop me from being poisoned. It simply made the gauge go down, which I thought was the same thing. But it turns out no. They don't make them look big anymore. Alright? People want small ones, apparently. I don't know who decided that, but it was observed. They asked a focus group or some bollocks. And now they just make small things. I liked the big ones, to be honest, but, you know. I understand that not everybody has the space. Piss away. Just throw more knives at you. Don't smoke yet. All of this is really not the point. Right, have you thought yet what sort of a salmon you want? There's different kinds. You knew there was gonna be. I could have told you that, and I'm not even the fishologist. You're nearly dead. You're nearly dead, and you can tell who's got the camera by who's using it. It'd be weird if they were using it and they didn't have it, because, you know, then what are you looking at? Kill me, da. I have executioned you. And I've got a memory from it. Permanently increased my attack power. And an aromatic branch! That's where that went. He nicked a bit of it. That's Sandy, isn't it? Just as well that he had that. Phew. Would have been really fucked if he didn't bring that with him. Right, well, enhance attack power of a Hootsman. Now is the time, you say. Good for that. Don't have any skill points, so that's fine. Let's reunite with our lovely friend. How'd you get in here? Can I just ask?
改正の力を与えられた者は死してなおよみがえる。
I know that. I'm sort of hoping to start you on a different path of conversation. We know we don't have one of them. Go ahead and activate this. That's all we really can do. Hello. Right, let's figure out the state of play now. I obliterated him with sword. Bromch. He'd stolen me branches. Indeed. Do I give you all the rest of them now? You've made progress. In what sense? You will be required to bleed into the incense. Right, yeah.
流院の巫女とはそうしたものだ。だが源一郎殿の居室でタケル様の故障の式を見つけてな。何か血を流す術があるようなのじゃ。ひとまずこれをそなたに渡しておこう。
Okay, okay.
さて、我が血を流す術、いかに調べたものか。
What is it?
エマ殿に聞くのはどうでしょう。
クスシならば人の体に明るいか。確かにそなたの言う通りか
I
も
mean,
しれんな。
it's gonna be the Mortal Blade, isn't it? One would think. I mean, I don't fully remember, but like, I would assume. I may as well do this because I'm gonna forget afterwards.
はい。何でしょうか。
How do I make my master bleed into the incense, please?
それを求めるのですか。
We were having this whole conversation like 6 feet away. Come on. Come on, you've got to do the silly noodle backflip at this point because you didn't understand properly.
ですか。確かに流院の巫女の血は尋常の方法では流れません。ですが
Have you tried the sword that is for this?
それをなす術をお持ちです。
不思議か。
はい。
There we go.
こちらを。
Book of Mortal Servants with Mortal Blade in hand, my blood may be shed. With this, I can sniff the heavens.
はい。不思議りならば流院の巫女の身に傷を負わせ血を流すことも叶うでしょう。
わかった。これで不死立ちがまた一つ進む。
Good of that to become. I think for the time being, I may actually just end stuff there, and we'll come back to all of that in this room later. So thank you for watching right now at this moment. Tune in next time when we re-begin matters to solve all of the smells we can make to get the thing that we wanted, which I don't fully remember, but we'll find out when we get there. It's a very linear experience. Bye.